And you're welcome back. We continue our coverage of last weekend's games now with highlights from the Showgrounds in Sligo as Paul Cook's Sligo Rovers took on Sean Connor's Dundalk. It turned out to be a cracker. John Kenny reports.
There's been plenty of goals between these two sides already this season. Back in April, Dundalk won 3-1 at the Showgrounds, while in May it was Sligo who took the spoils, courtesy of a 2-0 win at Oriel Park. It didn't take long for the opening goal in Saturday night's game. 4 minutes in, Matthew Blinkhorn's looping header found its intended target. Those that turned up at the Showgrounds were treated to a cracking contest. Once again, Morrison the provider for Blinkhorn, but this time Cherry pulled off a stunning one-handed save. Just before the quarter hour, Dundalk got back in the contest. The ball ping-ponged around the Sligo area, but their defenders just couldn't clear. It eventually fell to Michael McGowan, who rifled in a stunning equaliser. The chances kept coming. This time a missed kick by Rafael Coutaro. It fell kindly for Blinkhorn, but he couldn't beat Cherry at his near post. The Dundalk corner wasn't properly dealt with by Richard Brush. McGowan, lurking at the back post, sent in a stunning volley, but somehow Richie Ryan headed over. Before the break, though, Rovers regained their lead. Coutaro got around Conor O'Grady brilliantly. He fed Blinkhorn. He turned and hit it low to give Sligo a 2-1 half-time lead. It got better for the home side as they made it 3-1 early in the second half. The initial work by Owen Doyle. Ball fell kindly for Coutaro, who nipped between two defenders, then across Liam Burns before burying his shot as the outstretched arms of Peter Cherry. The Dundalk looked dead and buried as Sligo piled on the pressure as Morrison's shot was parried by Cherry straight into the path of Michael McGrath, who poked it home, only for a raised assistance flag to rule out McGrath's effort. There seemed no way back for Sean Connor's side. 3-1 down, 20 minutes left, but refusing to lie down, Chris Turner found substitute Tiernan Mulvena, who transferred the ball to his right foot before brilliantly scoring. But Sligo came oh so close to killing off the tie just after Dundalk had scored. Owen Doyle's first time shot just missed the target. Surely it would have wrapped up the tie. As it was, Dundalk got the opportunity to level with just 15 minutes remaining. Substitute Paul McAreevy burst into the box and was bundled over by Joe Kendrick. Penalty, said referee Declan Hannay, not to the amusement of Sligo manager Paul Cook. Turner, the former Northern Irish under-21 international, sent Brush the wrong way, and it was 3-3. Turner's followed boss Sean Connor from Sligo to Bohemians and now to Dundalk, and was Dundalk's hero as 5 minutes remaining. Simon Kelly chipped the ball to Malmstrom, rolled the ball to Turner, who cracked in the winner to claim an amazing comeback for Dundalk. 4-3, a fantastic turnaround by the County Louth side. Now 13 goals between the sides in 3 league meetings this season.
I always believe that we're going to win the game. I think it just showed the character of the players. Obviously, we bounced back for a defeat last week, and then first half, the manager and Joe let us know wasn't good enough, and then the second half, for them to score a third, I think it's a great character to come back for that.
I think our first half display was poor, embarrassing almost. I think when you come here and you give them a lead like that and then you go 3-1 behind, there's not too many teams will come back, but we read the rat act at half time. We just asked for a bit of character. There's no doubt in the ability on this side. There's no doubt in that they can get it down and pass it. But we asked to show character, work rate, commitment, and they did that.
We got beat tonight 4-3, so with all due respect to us, whatever period the game was good enough, the old performance is not good enough. Monday night we got knocked out the EA Cup. You know, tonight we've been beat at home 4-3. People will all have different opinions on the game and what's right and wrong. My opinion as a manager, and I solely take the blame at football clubs. I pick the team, I pick the players, and it's not good enough. It's as simple as that.
All right. Is he being harsh on himself there, Richie?
I think he's a little bit. For large spells of the game, I see his point. You're judging results. No matter how good you play, if you go home with no points, you're disappointed. When you look at a game like that, 7 goals, it can be very easy to point at the defending. In any game with 7 goals, you just have to have elements of poor defending in it. But I think that the quality of some of the goals, that's worth focusing on. I think Paul Cook, he didn't say it there in his piece, maybe he said it another time in the interview, be very disappointed that the final winning goal was allowed. I think, I don't know if we'll see footage again of it, but it looked as if it was a clear handball.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that, because there's, I think all 3 of you...
I think, yeah, I mean, the ball was floated in there. I mean, Manson controls it with his left thigh originally, And then the ball, just to get it under control even better, he does it with his left arm. You'll see it again here, clear arm after the leg, and good lay off the turning and super finish again. Don't want to be picking holes with the thing, because it was a good finish.
Sean was saying that he reckons Chris Turner is the best midfielder in the league at the moment. That's 8 goals now he scored.
Yes, I would agree. He's a super player. He's improved enormously. His temperament is much better, much more consistent in the way he approaches games, and therefore the way he performs in games. And he's a cool customer when it required most. There's, what, 5 penalties now or something like that. But the referee's position was very, very good. He was looking at that situation, and I don't know how he didn't give a free kick out.
It's funny though, the Sligo players didn't really seem to make much.
Well, that was the point I was going to make. I think if you had Sligo players screaming for it, you might have got a reaction, but as it was, I think maybe the left back just had a little hand in the air, and that was about it. So referee wasn't under any pressure to give it.
From Sligo's point of view, they're now in that mire at the bottom, and every point is crucial. To lose in that kind of manner is a real sickener, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no moral victories at this stage of the season, and I think that was probably what Paul was alluding to. I think going out of a competition like in the semi-final, such a late stage in the game, and then conceding again such a late stage in the game, it doesn't do good things for morale at this stage of the season. And Sligo are struggling. I mean, for the quality they have on the side, they're going to be there or thereabouts at the end of the season in that relegation playoff battle. So, looking at Drogheda, they're performing well. It's just if Bray can get a bit of momentum going as well, it's going to be a very tight scrap.
Matthew Blinkhorn could be still scoring goals for Sligo. Could be crucial in the end. Anyway, plenty of goals in that game in Sligo.